Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Indy, and today we do have a new series on the channel, and this is going to be from a league, and this is going to be recreating the 1985 Formula 1 season in Gran Turismo in these old school F1 cars. And as you can hear in the background, you have somebody setting the lights out, and we're going to go green here. And we actually qualified 5th because we did spin somewhat in qualifying and went off the track, lost about 2 seconds, but we're going to get jumped on the start, and we're actually going to fall down to 7th as we got a very bad start here. But there is a nice little run here as we have Smalley and Grimm right in front of us, and now coming up into the hard right-hander, we're going to go hard on the brakes. We're going to try the outside, see if that works, and we are going to get pushed out wide. And we're actually going to lose another spot trying to go around the outside, so we're going to fall behind the Brabham here. But there's some contact here. Grimm actually going to go off into the wall in the Lotus. And Mark right there in front of us. We're all over the back of him, climbing the hill now. And this is where we started running some problems. It is just so hard to pass here, as we're clearly faster, as we're all over the back of him. And we're actually going to hit the wall there, and we're going to hit the wall again. So we're going to lose some time on the Brabham there. And this is just allowing those leaders to just skate away into the distance as they have some clean track. We're stuck behind this Brabham once again coming down the hill. And there's a bit of contact in front of us. We're finally going to get a run, and we're going to go to the outside here. A bit of contact there, but we are going to go around the outside, which becomes the inside here into the last corner now, coming down the hill. Now trying to get a good run off the corner. We do have Grimm and Smalley directly in front of us in the Lotus and McLaren respectively. We are actually driving the Williams of KK Rosberg, and our teammate didn't qualify too great, but he's behind us somewhere. But we're stuck in the midfield here in 7th. We're going to dive to the inside of the Lotus, and we're actually going to get the move made. That was actually not an intentional move. We came up on him way too quick and had to go to the inside, but that is going to be 6th place. So at the end of lap 1, we really only lost 1 position despite going down into 7th for a bit of a time, or actually down in 8th for some time. And at the end of lap 1, we're here in 6th, and we're going to come back up, start climbing our way up the hill on this first half of the lap. We're going to see if we can get a run here on Martin in front of us, who is in the other Brabham. And now down on the brakes here, down into 3rd gear, around this corner, and the Brabham gets really squirrely in front of us. That's going to allow us to have a bit of a run here up the hill. We're going to see if we can maybe pull the move off. He's going to run a bit wide there. We're all over the back of him here as they climb the top of the hill in that Brabham BMW. We are in the Williams, I think Honda is what it was in 1985, but we're just going to actually get a nice little run through here, up into 5th gear, a bit of a lift through there. The Brabham puts it in the wall. We're going to go to the outside, and we're going to get forced off, and we are going to slow down to avoid a penalty, but we are going to keep the position, even though we did leave the track to gain the position. But there was a bit of contact, and I made the decision that it wasn't that bad of a move, so I'm going to keep the position. Now here in 5th place, trying to chase down the 3rd and 4th, who are right on top of each other. That is Smalley and Bay's the best in the McLaren and the not exactly sure what that other car is, but they are going to hit each other. And you can hear me in the live commentary just laughing as Bay's the best is absolutely going to get taken out basically down the straight. And that is going to promote us up into 4th place here. So we're now coming down into these final corner here to end lap 2. And so we've actually picked up 1 position on the first 2 laps. So we're up into 4th place after qualifying 5th. And we are going to see what we can do here on lap 3 now. Coming down the hill, we're going to see if we can get a run on the McLaren. We have closed the gap quite a bit, and we're all over the back of Smalley now. And we're going to see if we can get in the slipstream and get the move done. We are going to go off board here, look at the TV view, and we're going to get the run. We're going to go to the inside, and it is going to work as we have the inside out the corner. We're going to cut across in front, and that is going to be 3rd place. So we have found our way onto the podium positions here on lap number 3. So we're going to see if we can maybe run down ARC Chris in that other McLaren for a position here. So the end of lap 3, there's a bit of a gap up front, about 7 seconds I think is what it is to the leaders. But here on the end of lap 5, we've cut it down to about 5, as we did just run the fastest lap of the race, at a 1:43.1. And ARC Chris in the McLaren is off. Niki Lauda in the McLaren is off, and we're going to go up into second place here on lap number 6. So we have about 10 laps to see if we can close down this 5-second gap to other driver in. He is in Michele Alboretto's Ferrari. So we're going to skip ahead to lap 9. As you can see, we are closing that gap quite a bit. But here is where we're going to decide to jump into the pits here at the end of this straight. So we're going to come down. As you can see, the gap's kind of stabilized at around 2 seconds. We've taken about 3 seconds out of it over the past about 6 laps. So we're going to see what we can get done here. As now coming into the pits, we're going to come in a lap earlier. He is not going to come in. We're going to slow down just enough to try and not get a penalty on the cut-in, because that is pretty bad on this game. So we are going to put just enough fuel in to make the end. We are actually we're going to go with the Super Softs once again, but we're accidentally going to overfill it just a bit, just to be on the safe side. I probably could have gotten away with maybe 50% instead of 60%, but we are just going to try and be on the safe side. And ARC Chris in the other McLaren is going to follow us through. So we are going to go up into second place, but just one lap later, the Ferrari in front of us is going to pit here on the end of lap number 10, and he's going to come out in the lead, about a 2-second lead. So we haven't really gained much by pitting just that lap earlier, but we are going to see if we can gain some stuff here when he is on cold tires. And it looks like we're gaining just a bit here, and we're going to see if we can actually get close. So we've worked our butt off trying to just close this gap down, and here with just 2 laps to go, it is within striking distance, and one little mistake will put us right there with a shot to win this race here on lap. With just 2 laps to go, we've pulled out of almost a 20-second gap back to the McLaren behind us. So it is really a 2-car fight here between me and the Ferrari, and we are right in his slipstream now, getting hard on the brakes, down into 3rd gear, picking up some time there on the braking zone, trying to get the drive off the corner. Now we're going to come up to the top of the hill, hard on the brakes around the kink, down into 2nd gear through the left-hander, just trying to get a good run off the corner. Car gets a bit squirrely there, a bit sideways. We save it, not lose too much time, but we are going to get a run here. We are right on the back of the Ferrari here, and we have a chance for the pass here. He's not going to have a great line through there. The door's going to open up on the inside. We're going to go to the inside, 2 wheels on the grass, and we're going to have to back out of it, and we're not going to get the lead here on lap 15 at the top of the hill. Now following him down, this has turned out to be an absolute thriller of a race here. Is this going to come down to the wire here between the between the Ferrari and the Williams, as Michele Alboretto looking to hold on to the win here to start off the season, and we are going to see if we can spoil the party here, as we've had a long time coming, just working, trying to get the gap down. Now following in the slipstream, we're going to maybe look to the outside here, and he's going to cover it off, and we get 2 wheels on the grass just on the brakes. We're catching the lap car of Ayrton Senna, driven by Cy Boyle, and he's just going to pull out of the way. He's not going to get involved in this fight for the lead. And now coming out of the final corner with just 1 lap to go, losing a bunch of rear end traction off the corner. We're going to see if we're not close enough in turn 1, trying to set him up for the long run down this straight, see if we can get the move pulled off here. This could end in tears if we don't do it right, but we have a nice little run here in the slipstream. We're going to maybe look to the inside, and the door's going to open. We're going to go late on the brakes, and we about outbrake ourselves, miss the apex of the corner. That's going to allow the Ferrari to do a bit of a switchback, still side by side for the lead, and we are going to get the lead here on the last lap of the race coming up the hill. Now can we defend it? The Ferrari's going to be all over us here, as he's going to look to maybe get the lead back, but we're going to come up the hill, and as you look behind, the Ferrari's gone wide coming up the hill. That's going to cost him time, and we've put almost a 2nd gap between us now coming down the hill. Just don't throw it off here. We don't touch the wall there. Now coming down the hill, and we are going to skip ahead to the final corner, and it is going to be a Williams win here in round number 1 of the 1985 Formula One World Championship in Bathurst. And we're going to pull home the win with other driver in 2nd in the Ferrari, ARC Chris in 3rd in the McLaren, Mark, nice performance in the Brabham for 4th place. Our teammate in the other Williams finishing 5th, and then 6th place is actually going to be Astros Murphys. He's going to pass Smalley here at the end. So after standing at this, we are going to take a look at the last couple laps of the race and just watch some offboard here. And we are going to watch it here. So here is coming up the hill on lap number 15, and this is just going to show you how close it got between us and almost ending in tears, as we are right behind the Ferrari now. We get a bit squirrely there, trying to get a better exit and a better run up the hill. We get there. We're right there on top of him. He's going to run a bit wide here, turn in a bit too early. He's going to open up the space on the inside. We're going to go there, end up dropping 2 wheels on the grass, and no contact was made, and that was some extraordinary racing at the top of the hill. Now we are going to skip ahead, and coming back down the hill on lap number 15, we get a great run here down the straight. We're going to maybe look to the outside, and it's not going to do it, and we have to tuck back in line, nearly losing the back end there as we ended up dropping 2 wheels off into the grass. So, and here is one last look at the move for the race win. We're right behind him here. Get a nice exit off the corner. Don't spin the wheels, which is very easy to do with these high torque turbo cars. And just in the slipstream, we're going to, surprised he doesn't cover off the inside. We're going to throw it in there and nearly go too deep, as it allows the Ferrari to switch back, as we're actually side by side. Get a bit squirrely, and we are going to get the drive off the corner though, and that's going to keep us in the lead. The Ferrari actually looked to our outside there, and it's not going to work. And then here, as you're going to see, the Ferrari just turns in a bit too early and ends up running a bit wide, nearly grazing the wall. So now let's take a look at the driver's standings. So here's the driver's standings after the first round. So it's pretty much how the finishing order was. Keke Rosberg, Michele Alboreto, Niki Lauda, Mark, Nigel Mansell, and Derek Warwick, as this is the feature race, and we are doing it just based on the 1985 point system. So you get 9 for first, 6 for second, 4 for third, 3 for fourth, 2 for fifth, and 1 for sixth. So the only team to have 2 points finishing was our team in the Williams, as our teammate had a nice run finishing in the 5th position. So that is going to give us an early lead with 11 points, while everybody else basically has what their top driver did. So we're about 5 points ahead in the constructors. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. And comment below what kind of content you'd like to see on the channel, and I will try to oblige, as I will definitely be making more videos in this series, as it is just so much fun driving these cars around these tracks, and with these liveries, it just looks awesome. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.